Okay. I am not exactly sure if this is going to pan out the way I want it to, but hey, here we are. So this should go. And are you hearing me over microphone? Yeah. Yo. Work. Work. Sure if that's working or not. You know, this side is working. So I'll tell you what, I will probably just call in from the other computer. Hang on. All right, you guys can probably hear that. I'm gonna. Does that work? Hey, I think that should work. Can you guys hear that? Yeah. Okay, cool. Thanks, Dale. All right, so that side's good. Now I'm gonna have to share this call-in link. My internet crashed on the other computer, so getting this set up is a little bit of a task right now. So in my Calendly, thanks Ryan. Scheduled events, there it is. All right. I think I sent it to Tom, but I don't know. Copy. All right, let me try to see if it's over here now. Because then I'll be able to share my screen then. We'll just continue in the browser. What do you guys want your name to be? Because this will be like the stream call in. Up to date, don't ask again. What the heck? It doesn't even make sense. It says I'm offline. What? What does that even mean? I'm signed in. Pick an account. Come on, Bill. God, this is so annoying. This is why you start 30 minutes early. Ridiculous. Use the web app. No. Okay. All right, now I'm signed in. Awesome. I guess because I didn't sign in on this computer for a while, because I've used that account like a lot. Continue on this browser. Yeah. I feel like I need to keep that thing open. I got 5 people in here. What's up? What's up? I upgraded the account today too, so I could stream to multiple locations. Turn that on. Join. All right. That'll mute. I don't necessarily know what will happen if I sign in on both locations. Is it going to get confused? What? Okay, that will definitely need to be muted. I'm probably an echo over there. There. Now you should be able to see on the stream what's happening there. Okay, let me see. All right. Am I good now? I did mute one now. Mute the window. Is that better? Can you hear that? Does it sound like I'm on this microphone? Or does it sound like I'm really far away? Okay, so it sounds like it's on the road. Interesting. Got it. That's not how I would have envisioned that. Okay, now I can see. It's so weird seeing myself in like 3 different locations. I mean, it doesn't sound far away, but it could be your PC mic. Yeah, that's almost what I was wondering. And I don't know if this is the actual microphone that's picking up. I don't know. Does it sound like this is the microphone? Because it says it's just a Bluetooth device. It's got to be this then. I'll put this here. Ooh, double mic. So now I can sit right here. This side. Your lap mic is what's picking it up. Yo, that's my brother. Okay. I'm trying to get the sound from the screen. So I want to actually. This should be better. So the screen audio should be picking this up, and it won't pick up the other side. How does this sound? Yeah, this is better, right? For you guys? I feel like this should, unless this switched over, which this might have. Settings, device. Nah, this is definitely the one. Is that better for you guys? I just turned the gain down like significantly. Is that better? Test, 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 test. Hmm. Because I have it inside of the Rodecaster settings. This one just says podcasting. Decibel level is 50. Should I bring it down a little bit? Let me bring it down a little bit. I do get some complaints on that. Is that better? What does that sound? Test, 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 test. I don't think it. Yeah, see. I don't think it's coming through the laptop mic. I think it's coming through this mic over here because I'm sharing on the StreamYard. I'm sharing the screen that I'm sharing the screen that I'm casting, and all of that is coming from. I meant the lapel mic. I don't even think that the lapel mic is actually running. I don't think that this is actually running. I'm just gonna unplug it because. Yeah, see that's actually what. I don't even need the mic on that side. Is what I'm getting at. So if I don't need it on that side, I'm just gonna mute it and not have any ability for that PC over there to run audio that's not being produced from that's outside of this feed on the Teams meeting. All right. Because this side here is going to be the one that is going to record Tom and I's breakdown and all of that. So this is the main, this is the podcasting one. And then this side over here is more of like the stream side. So I want to just feed everything from this PC to that one through this Teams meeting is really what I'm getting at. And I do like that change in decibel too. I have gotten some people saying that it kind of blows out their speakers whenever I go in to a meeting. So that's good. Doug, I heard you got a new spot too. I got to come over. And check it out. I heard you were painting the other day. Come on. What the hell keeps unplugging and plugging back in? Relax. Sheesh. All right. Where's everybody at? Let's see. You guys see my new 444s, the unique collection by Nomos. I got this one in the mail. Fry guy sent it to me last week. I was out of town, but I came in, and then this is the baby Jesus one that we've been pumping. Yeah, turtle. Nice, good. I need to come over though. I want to check it out and see what you've done. I heard that it's you went blue. You went blue in there. So blue is the color of our souls, by the way. Corey Van Loo, shout out. All right, Tomas, where you at, dude? Where you at? I should probably load up his. No, I do have it loaded up. So we're gonna break down, I think, 5 hands from Poker Pros, 5 hands from Carney, and then 5 hands from our match, and then maybe we can get into breaking down his. Yeah, I bet it's terribly better. When are you gonna rip out the brown shower too? For sure. So anyhow, we're gonna break down a couple hands from each of those matches that he's recently done, and then hopefully we can get into breaking down his deck build in general and see what we can glean from that. That's really what we're talking about on the podcast and every day is the way to build your deck, being able to even with like a major moth, for example. What do you do with a major moth? What do you do with a resilient red devil? Those types of strategies whenever you're up, whenever you're down, maybe whenever you have a lot in the tie bank. Like there's a ton that goes into it whenever there's a bunch of money on the line, like we have on these high stakes games with over on TGER stream. So that's what we're going to be looking into, breaking down. Hopefully it goes well. Hopefully this doesn't all crash and burn and we can keep doing this. I do have quite a lineup already for the season. I have 6 guests booked and looking for more. So I want to obviously extend the offer. If anybody here that's listening, you obviously enjoy your cam and voice is out of sync by a good second or so. Oh, on that side, it's a little bit out. Well, it's gonna, yeah. Yeah, Dale, sorry about that. You did lose. I don't know how to sync those up. I mean, you'll be able to listen to this, and I don't know, like, what does it look like on YouTube? What does it look? I just know what it looks like here inside of these channels. So let me look at the YouTube. Is there anything going on over there? Where is it? At this one. It says I'm live. Yep. So that's going to be the same thing as this channel. So whatever. We're just going to stick with this. We'll do this for this round. I've been seeing Gary doing this, so I figured, what the hell? I'll bring you guys in on the setup, because the setup is the suckiest part of this whole situation. And then once you do get it set up, you got people like Turtle telling you, you got something else. You got something else going on. There's always something else going on for sure. Yeah, audio issues and streaming go hand in hand. Abso-freaking-lutely. That's why I don't rely on like Twitch or anybody to record for me. I just record on the caster, and that's all. That's all. I don't even think we're actually playing a game today. I don't know that we discussed that. Yeah, because all my cards are kind of put away at the moment. Yeah, always record locally. Always. Yeah, because I went through a stage there where I was recording, I was having Twitter. I was going back and getting the recording from Twitter from Spaces. And that was almost, it was like the audio quality was so bad. So bad. And I couldn't even scrub it enough to actually make it good. So that's why I started just doing the local recordings here on the Roadcaster. And sometimes this thing shits the bed too. So it's just like the more shit you add, the more issues you're going to have. That's number one. So when everybody says like, oh, what gear do I want? Dude, if you can just get away with doing a phone, perfect. Don't stream video. Like, you just get away with a phone. That's amazing. I'm trying to go completely mobile for work, and I'm like 90% there. There's still a couple things that I need the laptop for. Let's go, Tom. Where you at? Oh, and then I can do this. Yeah, I'm gonna share screen, and then this, and then this should come. Yes. This is exactly what I wanted. This is perfect. Because then we can just pull these up, the games, videos. I can pull them up here. You can see them over there. There's Tom calling in. Start the recording. What's up, Tom?
Yo!
We are live, just so you know. So make sure you got pants on and everything is clean. Okay?
What? Pants?
I know. Just in case you get up. I don't know.
Where are we live?
Everywhere. Yeah, I went, I upgraded the StreamYard, and I'm streaming to Twitch, Twitter, and YouTube.
Nice. That's what we do.
Yeah.
Now you need the TikTok live, man.
I know. I was looking at it, and then I'm just like, wait a minute. I need that phone for other.
You can do TikTok.
I don't even think I can go live. Can I?
You need 1,000 followers.
Yeah, I'm not there. Come on, guys. Follow me up. Let's go.
Work on it. Follow Ron on TikTok. What's your TikTok?
I don't think so. I think it is.
If you're on StreamYard, why aren't I in StreamYard with you? Why am I on Google? Why am I on Teams?
Because I don't know. I don't know why. This is just how I always set it up, and that's how Calendly sends out the meeting is through Teams, not StreamYard. It's something to think about, though, about changing, possibly.
Because I'm seeing I'm seeing To the Moon Cards Twitch up on screen right now. Is that what I'm supposed to be seeing?
Yes. Yeah, because we're going to be breaking down the games that you played. Because you're like the freaking star around these parts nowadays. You're on a streak.
I'm on a streak.
You're on a freaking streak, man.
I'm on a hot streak, man.
It feels good.
It does. You know what feels good is getting back into gameplay. And, like when the rules first came out, there was hype and we were excited, some more than others. I know you were big into like, let's learn the game. Let's learn the strategies. And then we did the Battle League. There was the CCC series. Like there was a lot of fun innovation, Dale's making the car. And then like gameplay kind of like took a back seat. And then a lot of new people have come on since Fanatics. And there's more people interested in playing the game, which then it's like, maybe it's time. And I like this. I like doing, like, the brackets and the tournaments are fun, especially when there's a big crowd like what's going on in Texas. So I'm really pumped about that and how it was at Comic-Con. But I think for at least digital streaming gameplay, I like the best of 7. I mean, you and I have talked about it. Like, you play one game, you could get a 3-card match.
Yep.
And that's not indicative of how one person is playing. You know what I mean? So, like, you know, you could be the best player in the world and lose in the first round because the cards didn't line up. And that's why it's like you need more than one one match. But I get it for like a big long tournament.
I like the best of 7. I think it's one of the better ways to watch as well, because it gives a little bit of angst if the series comes up and then you tie it and it goes deep into it. I like it a lot. Kind of like you and Poker Pros. It went down to the freaking wire.
Dude,
it was like hit the beater.
I mentally was like, I would love to give like the emotional, like inspirational story of like, I never gave up. I never stopped believing. I threw in the towel mentally after like 3 rounds of that, 3 cards of that. Totally. I went through all, because like, if you look at my face when I'm playing, I'm going through every scenario. Okay, if I do this, he's going to do that, and then he's going to do that. I looked at it and I go, I can't win this game. And the reason I did is, I'm sorry, Poker, you made a mistake, especially at the end. And I can tell you exactly where it was. I'm sure you know already too. And he probably knows because he's really good. He made a mistake. He accepted something he shouldn't have.
Yes.
And it blew it. And as soon as he did that, I was stunned. And that's the only time where I went, I can pull this off. If my next card is a rare plus and I can TTT it, I can pull this off. And it was. And then I know he had very rares. I knew his 1 of 1 was used because he TTT'd already, but I had a low rare. And yet I was like, I still wasn't out the gate, because that's when you saw me start dancing. And then I go, wait, did you beat me? Like, do you have a better? Because I knew he had cards that could have beaten me.
Absolutely.
And it just came down to it. So, man, I was sweating. I mentally, I threw in the towel early on where I go, I can't win this game.
Well, you did something that was just not typical of your gameplay. It's something that I've been watching for the entire time that you've been on this streak. You don't go to stamina. You just don't go to stamina. You won't do it unless you have
out the gate.
Out the gate,
really
out the gate, hardly ever.
See, that's so funny because I didn't notice that. That's not a conscious decision. I base what I attack on based on the scenario in the moment. I don't think you can like, people have strategies and I get it. However, I don't think there's no way you can go in with a single strategy and be like, every time I get the ant, where there's a 24, a 25, I think, right? A 24, a 25, and a 21 or something like that. 23. What? The ant. There's no way. There's a 25, a 24, and a 23. A lot of, like, what you want to do or think about is, I'm going to lead with stamina and save aura so that if they re-challenge it, I can accept, or something like that, or try to get more on it. You can't have that same strategy every time the ant comes up. It based on when it pulls up in the game, how much you're willing to lose, and then there's always a level of risk when you challenge something that's not a 25. You always risk them accepting and having a 25. You can't get around it. You have to make the best decision at the time. So there's not. What's your Twitch, by the way? Because if anyone tunes in and there's comments, I want to be able to see them, and I can't on Teams.
It's Ron_Jordan. Yeah.
Got it. There's a ton of chat.
Is there?
Yeah, dude. Are you not even watching? Someone's commenting on my gorgeous Jeff Goldblum pillow. You're goddamn right. That's Jeff Goldblum topless.
Topless.
And not only that, I get to I get to slowly reveal and rub him into. Okay, I gotta stop pretending like this is my show where I don't give a shit about how inappropriate I get. You're like a professional roundtable, all this stuff, and I'm rubbing topless Jeff Goldblum and unapologetically.
No, let's look at. Let me pull this up. Let me share the screen. I want to go through this hand again. This is what you and I have talked about for a while now, is breaking down some of this gameplay and the hands. Mm-hmm. So let's get to this point of, I want to go to the cat play.
I'm going to go total.
Can't remember if it's right here. We got to get the title.
Skill.
You said skill?
Yeah.
Echo. Decline stamina.
And there you go to stamina.
I'll accept 2024. The original guy.
2024.
Okay, that's your amp. That's that amp play.
Skill.
Accept.
2024.
25.
Dude. I'm telling you,
it says 225.
One inch myself.
Oh, that echo. I know nothing about 1 inch.
Let's see here.
Wait, I want right? As much as I would love to be defending, I think I'm challenging, right?
Let's see.
We're working on the honor systems here.
That one. That was the last one you challenged first, right?
Did I? Okay. Yes, Caleb, I won, but that doesn't mean who. Okay.
Yeah. All right. I said stamina.
I'm not in the wrong game.
No, this is it. It's just, I think this is it coming up, because I was.
Okay.
This is where he makes the mistake.
Because he calls out stamina.
He also challenge, that's right.
Okay.
See, I thought you called stamina.
Decline aura.
So you went back to your 25 on aura. Yeah. And then you accept this.
That means you want me to go total, but I have to do a total. So let's go total.
No, go skill. Reverse psychology.
Wait, then this isn't
that was it.
Yeah, that wasn't. No. I was like, it was more of.
Am I on the wrong game, dude?
Nope. It's just. No. You want the final, right?
Yeah, that's this one.
It's got to be. Yep, because there's Soldier Boy.
Yeah, you call out stamina.
Yeah, it's probably right now because it's my challenge.
Yeah. But you have an account. You have the Lucky Black Cat in your hand right now.
Right. So that on the Black Cat, is that the only? That's the 24.
That's the only 24.
Right? Yeah.
Yeah. And that's where I was like,
right.
whenever.
So here's the reason, right? So if I call 24 and he accepts, I don't lose. Challenge stamina.
Exactly. So that's why I'm like, holy shit.
So this is where he makes the big mistake. But this is my TTT card, even though I don't have a designated TTT card.
I know.
And why I don't have a designated TTT card. But I know I'm a guaranteed win right now. So what does that get me? So in my head, I'm like, I need to get I'm 3 away from winning. I want him to accept either a 2 in skill or a 3 in aura so that it ties, and then I can TTT to win. That's my goal through my head. If he should have won, he could never
decline skill.
And he should have gone to 25.
Oh, I thought I had you.
And see, that's the tie bank. So now you loaded.
So went to total. He would have lost, but I couldn't win on a TTT. And then
right there's.
Did you just beat me? Did you just beat me? That right there, his mistake was accepting instead of taking the loss. He accepted the tie. He was hoping to just close the gap, but you don't need, like, you could have closed the gap at Aura. But if he wasn't going to win, I get his play. But if you look at it, and at that point, you can't lose this game. And if he accepts, if he goes to total, I win. I'll get 5, 5, and 4. But I can't win the game.
Yeah.
That was that was the mistake that led to that happening. So, poker's a fucking great player. It was a bad timing error without thinking of what would happen. See, that's why you see me calculating all the outcomes before I make a decision. I usually know what I want to do before I accept or challenge. But there are times where I'm like, I really need to think about what happens if I do this. Then I anticipate the next. It's chess, right?
What happens if he comes out with skill there? He attacks one of your 25s. He comes out with his strongest. Do you decline?
Put myself in that position. I decline because I can't. In my head, I have my best card, right? So I have my best card, even better than the Persian because even though it has 25s across, this is my best card. And I can always pull out a TTT if I need to. But no, what I'm going to do there, wait, I challenged stamina?
He challenges to start.
And then I re-challenged stamina?
Mm-hmm.
Is that how that worked? I don't remember.
No, what originally happened is you challenged stamina. He came back
with aura.
Okay. And then you went skill, and he accepted.
And then he accepted because he has the 25. So if he recountered at,
it's the same
skill,
thing. You got 20.
Right. So if he countered at skill, I had 4. I would have accepted and either gotten 2 points, or 2 points would have went into this tie bank, and then I'm in a position to win with the TTT.
Why would he call aura at all there?
It doesn't matter. The mistake he made was not going to total. He let me get into a position. If he's challenged aura, well, which he did, I'm going to go skill, right? Because I had a lower aura. 2 aura does not get me to a winning position.
Yeah.
So in that moment, I'm like, I could accept this and tie and get 2 aura, or win and get 2 aura, and I have 5, 4, 4. That doesn't help me.
Right.
So I have to go to, I was like, I'm going to go skill, and I'm going to hope he accepts, but he's probably going to decline and go to total, and I'll get 1 of each. And then so in my head, I'm still losing. It wasn't until he accepted skill that I went, what are you doing?
Yeah.
You just let me get in a position. Now, it's luck that my next one was a TTT card.
Yeah, that's
luck.
one of those deals.
But
it's so much. But
that's pulling an ace on the river. Like, you can't control it. That's luck. You had pocket aces. You pull an ace on the third to get a 3 of a kind on the river. Like, I can't. Like, yes, you can say I got lucky, but like, I put myself in a position to get lucky.
Yeah, because you have more rares because you don't have a dedicated TTT card. That's something that is underrated, in my opinion, and it's something that I've really been thinking about, because I have a designated TTT card, and most of the players that you're playing have one. And you have a very rare, that's sort of your dedicated TTT, but it allows you to have
Do you know why I have that very rare?
No, because it's your only cat.
I don't have a core cat. That is why. I don't have a rare black cat. I don't have a core black cat. It's the only black cat I have. Because I've had rare black cats. I've had core black cats. I've sold them. So now I sold them prior to playing, before gameplay. So it's the only black cat I have. I have to play it. I don't think a very rare black cat is the move. But you are my strategy, which I get the opposite point of your TTT and, you know, poker spec and Carney, I think, had an epic. Like, I understand it. You want a card that you cannot lose on.
Yeah.
I would rather play to the odds of having the most amount of TTTs because I never use my TTT early. I always go into every game where I'm going, the TTT is to clinch the game, not clench your cheeks, clinch the game.
Right.
Which I was doing during that game. I was cheek clenched for sure. But I want to clinch it. That's the only if you pull your croc or his gerbil on the first card, you're fucked. I would not use it. I would burn that card and use it on a thing. You don't have to use it. And you still, like, it's still the same strategy of when my black cat comes up first, I don't not like it because it's my highest scoring card. I not like it because I want my black cat better scores later on in the game.
Yeah.
It's not because it's my very rare TTT. I don't have a TTT card. They're all my TTT cards. And I want as many possibilities. I want that in that situation, a higher possibility that a rare comes up that I can TTT to win. If I had a spec in my deck, my likelihood of getting a rare in that scenario goes down significantly. So that has always been my strategy since I've played 2-3 rounds, and I started off with, you know, epics or whatever. I have had the strategy of I want as many TTT tokens. This is probably, I'm not sharing anything that you haven't talked about already and that you wouldn't have noticed already, but that has been my strategy from the beginning. But that was my strategy against Raul. I don't like the eel. I think the eel is a bad play, especially a core. I would rather a 24 across, no question, like instant. I would rather a 24 across than a core eel. If you have a rare eel, the best, it's fine. A very rare eel makes sense, but I run no eel. And
that as well.
I do have a rare Skelly, so it's the same sort of thing, right? One score is good. Yep. The other two are pretty much guaranteed loss. So I don't know why I feel so. And the skill part, everything has a skill. So to me, that's a tie card, even though where the eel is a win card. But the thing is most people are not going to be accepting stamina because it doesn't have as many 25s. Right. So to me, that's an accept card. That eel is only good, even if it's a very rare. Yes, you have 2 chances to win, right? Stamina and total. However, if you're the challenger, which can happen 50% of the time, and you challenge stamina, most people are going to decline and go to a higher score because there's less cards with the stamina. The reason I like the skeleton more is not because I think I'm going to win more. It's because I think I'm going to tie more. That's why I made a recent, after the Carney match, I'm going to a gorilla. I swapped out a 72 across and I introduced a gorilla, and it's the same strategy as the skeleton. It's got a 25 where the 24s across don't have it, but the other 71s where it's 24, 24, 23 don't have it. Why do you think most of my 71 scores are rares? It's because I want, those are tie cards with a possibility to win or TTT. So that's why my lower scores are a rare plus.
And that's something that I noticed Raul played with at the tournament in Chicago. Was a lot of his rare cards were the 70 or 71, 70s. I mean, I feel like he plays with a patient pig at one point. He played with a rare pig or something.
Yeah.
I don't know, but he did play with a lot of those lower high tier but lower tier cards, and in the rare form. And then his very rare, I think, is still an alien. Was an alien.
I don't
Interesting.
know about that. I mean, it's fine. It's fine.
Yeah, I
Again,
can't remember.
the 24s across are a tie card. It's the burn or tie card, and you have to hope that it doesn't come up at a
Yeah.
because if my next card after that was 24s across after the black hat, I was fucked. I was hoping I'm gonna just pray for a tie and hope the next one is, but I'm gonna accept the first one. But you know what? In that scenario, it's like I'm not gonna accept the skill challenge, so I'm not gonna accept the first one because most have a 24 or a 25. So I want to give myself the best position to tie, which ain't skill.
Yeah, that makes sense. All right, so on to John Carney and the game with John Carney. I have not watched this one back. How did it go? How was it? Did it go more?
John Carney, I'm a little disappointed at this match. John Carney, I thought recently acquired a GOAT. He did not have one. He didn't have one at the Comic-Con game. I think someone mailed him one. It might have even been Dale, who I don't know if he's still in the chat, but someone mailed him a GOAT for our best of 7. It didn't arrive in time, and I'm bummed I didn't get to play him. There you go. Dale even just confirmed. I did not get to play him at his best, and I wanted to. That's the whole point of this. I'm not coming on to honestly, the stakes part of this is not for my personal gain. It's worked in my favor. It's for viewers to get interested, because I hate that viewership goes down when gameplay happens. I get it, but when there's something big on the line, like a graded insert, or our epics plus a VSP, or the big cards that poker, the very rare, like that's purely because I want people to be interested because someone has something. If we just came on and did straight gameplay, I think we would have even less viewership. So that's the only reason I'll do it. I've already talked to Josh. We're going to build it up. Obviously, we have to do our thing. We're not just going to push right into a me, Josh. Like, that is shit that does, like, come on, guys, marketing, right? We're going to do content back and forth. That's our best. We're each other's muses when we decide to do these battles, and we can't do them too frequently or else they're not as fun. So that'll come down. But his main thing is I don't like to gamble, right? He's not a gambler. So he especially doesn't want to lose a big card to someone like me who has a lot of cards. And I said, that's fine. Cool. Let's increase viewership even more. The loser will still put up decent sized cards, but the loser, it's a community giveaway instead of coming to me. And he was like, done, right? Even more viewership. And I definitely want to do that more. But like, Carney is a gambler. Poker Pros is obviously a gambler.
Right.
They want the stakes for them, for themselves. So I'm here for either way. I just want I want it to be like the closest thing to professional CNC, which is why I keep calling it the unofficial professional CNC gameplay, because you're looking at stacked decks with, it's not the fun, low, like on Fanatics. It's not the 4-way, which is a lot of fun. I love the 4-way. I think it's actually more fun to play in the 4-way. I get it. But I want like no bullshit, just straight Veefriends rules. We're not making up our own rules. We're not doing booster cards or the Dale cards. I love them. I think it's more fun and the evolution. But currently, these are the rules of the game. This is what Veefriends is pushing, and I want it to be professional level as much as it can. Once they introduce booster cards like the Rainbow Plan or whatever, that will be incorporated. But I'm going off of official rules, and I want them to see, like, people who are new and want to learn the gameplay see it at the highest level.
For sure. Like I said, I think that's the way to attack it, as far as gameplay goes, is people have to they have to understand it. So I like what Fanatics is doing with the education piece and just the lower tier, more attainable cards to start learning, sort of like Rec League. That's what I equate it to, like a Rec League. You know, you get into it, you sort of like it, you play it here and there, but it's not really your thing, whatever. But you like collecting the cards and you like being a part of the community and the ecosystem.
People who don't have stacked decks cards can still play and have fun. That's, to me, what it is.
Yeah. And then once you get into the top tier decks with the very rares and the rares, epics and specs that are coming out, I mean, some people have multiples of these inside of their decks, you know, not specs. I've not seen anybody run 2 specs, but I've seen the spec.
Sure.
Yeah, spec epic for sure.
Which we will call the spec. Nope, I can't do it.
Spec.
Nope. It's not going to work. I was going to say we're going to name this strategy right now, but yeah, I agree.
The spepic. It's a spepic.
The spepic method. It's not my strategy, but the spepic method is a strategy.
With Pepe, not to be confused with Pepe.
No,
this is spepic. Stepic.
So stupid.
Not septic.
Not septic. Not septic. Although it is a septic deck because I think that's shit. I don't think you should do that.
Our gameplay then. So we'll skip over Carney. Carney, you weren't at your best. Better luck next time. Carney's always a gem though. He's always up for.
He did take me one game, and he's one of the realest dudes. So like that's why I went to him for the first one because I know he's competitive. I know that he hates what happened at Comic-Con, that I took him down. And quick.
Him and Jay's matchup though was the side battle of the century. It was incredible.
I didn't see theirs, right? Because I was playing. But
yeah, I
think mine and yours was a phenomenal match.
Mm-hmm.
And I think I was even when I played Thought Wrong, who is a phenomenal player, he's always in the conversation. And the only reason he hasn't been up, I'm not dodging him. He's got some personal time going on. He's working on a business, all that. That's the only I text with Thought Wrong. So I would love to get him on because he's a phenomenal player. I want Raul to come on, who is the champ, who dusted me 4-0 to me. So I'm not sitting here pretending to be. I know audacity say I'm the best player. Raul's the best player because he dusted me. Now I've played a bunch since then, and I think I can put up a better fight now.
Yeah.
But yeah, Carney's a real one, and that's why I went to him first, and I knew it would be a good matchup. He did take me down one game out of the series, but I wish he had his. And I even once I learned he didn't have his goat, I almost was like, let's call this off.
Yeah,
but he was like, no.
Yeah, it's tough to play without a goat against somebody that has one. I mean, it's a significant card.
That's why Raul has 6, so that he limits his competition.
He does have 6. He went crazy the other night. He went absolutely. If you guys haven't watched it and you're just listening in on this, or you're watching the YouTube or whatever, make sure you go check out To the Moon on Twitch. It was what was that? Tuesday?
It was what's today's? It was Wednesday night, 2 nights ago.
Yeah, it was 2 nights ago. Wednesday. What was that? February 7th. Mm-hmm. February 7th. Go watch that reveal, the CGC grading reveal, the whole way through. It is incredible. $30,000 worth of cards that were revealed rather. So it was absolutely incredible. He has some of the most unique collectibles inside of the ecosystem, and now graded unique collectibles. Population 1, Population Raul. That's it. So make sure you go watch that.
Yeah. And the amount of people loved that segment. They are like, I want to come on. I want the community to evaluate my cards. And I'm like, I mean, it's got to be a reveal. People want to bring on what they've already have and show up raw and just get values and all that. Because people ask me, every day I've already gotten asked 3 times today, what do you think this is worth? What do you think this is worth? And I'm like, I hate that question. It's not like, please reach out to me and ask me because I want to know if I want to buy it. But like people ask me that, and I ask, the thing is I ask other people it as well, but I ask people who like love to give me the values and that I trust and to give me the real value. And it's a lot of times it's like, if I'm selling it, this is the value. If I'm buying it, this is the value.
Yeah, there's a little bit of that goes on, a little finesse, a little finessing.
Right.
Yeah. I thought that the community though did come together and sort of agreed, and I think that's really where it is. Let's hear the market in real time. I think we all sort of agreed on good prices, like that accountable ant, the Epic 10. What did we do? We valued it. What was that? 1,200,
1,200.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so like that's your barometer. And then you go to a rare, because we do market reports on this. This isn't new to you guys, but this was cool because this is something that I'm going to go back to. I'll reference and sort of watch the prices as they go through. But you go from that Epic 10 to which is a top tier character, one of the best grades that you can get in one of the best style cards that you can get rarity wise, 1,250. So like that's your mark.
Mm-hmm.
And then you go to just a standard rare card, we're talking 75 to $100.
Yeah.
So where you match out in between is based on character, based on rarity, and then really who's the buyer? Is it you, or is it, for a catfish, you, they're going to charge you more. It's just how it is.
I do get that. And then you get the person that charges me more. And then the other side of the spectrum is Danuccio, who goes, I don't even want anything. I'm giving it to you because it belongs to you, who I am forever grateful for.
Danuccio. I mean,
the great Danuccio. No, it's funny. Like when I'll talk to someone and, I'll be like, hey, what do you want for the rare catfish? Rare catfish, right? They're like $65. I'm like, bro, it's a catfish. Yeah. I'm the only one that's going to reach out to you looking for this other than people who want to complete a rare set. There's only 2 buyers, rare set completionists and me. That's it. That's your market. And don't try to act like it's elite because I call it elite. Stop that. It's a $25 card and I'll pay you $25 for it. If you want more, I'll trade you for it and I'll trade you a better rare. Because I'll do that, but I'm not paying you $50+ for a raw rare. And I've yet to get a single rare or very rare that I want to grade.
Oh, that sucks.
Or epic. I have 4 epics. Not a single one has gone to grading.
I'm still trying to get the emerald off of Juju King. He's tight on that. I still want that.
I've never interacted with Juju King, I don't think. Unless he's a different name on Twitch or something, but I need to get connected with him.
Yeah, I think he's Juju King everywhere. At least that's where he runs on X, and he runs that on Fnatic. So I assume that's just like his thing. And he runs the same thing on Twitter, or not Twitter, but Discord.
Got it. I don't think I've ever seen him in a Twitch. Now it's saying that I'm on Twitch, and once in a while a little thing will pop up that says you're muted. I don't know if it's talking about me or you.
Every time that you talk or I talk, it just says that it's muted over here. But on my side, it's good. Like the one that I'm recording on, the Roadcaster, everything is solid.
All right, cool.
I kind of like that. So we got a little bit going on over here with the Twitch stream. We're on YouTube as well as X. We got the podcast going. Everything it's running smoothly right now. So I appreciate everybody that jumped in early on. Dale, my brother Doug, I think Ryan was in here earlier. So thank you guys so much for suffering through that and getting my audio right. But no, so I do want to talk about our match because I am fucking devastated that I just didn't put up the fight. But man, our games were good. I just got beat.
Mm-hmm.
I just got beat every game. It was like we'd get deep in the weeds, and it was just I couldn't find a card. And then this is what got me really going. Is I went to total way too much. I kept giving you one each. and you have all those fucking rares, even a major moth. Like, I'm like, damn it. I got to really think about, because I got elephant rare. I got rares that I can throw in. I just need to figure out how I want to do it, because I think I am going to get rid of the alligator. I got to get rid of that spec, or not the spec, but the epic. Yeah, the croc. I got to get rid of it, because there's just so many times where, because I've also implemented the strategy, and here's where I'm thinking, like, maybe the epic and very rare combo that I've been running is good because what I've been doing recently is I've been just going out strong. So with that Heart Trooper, for example, that Poker did, I would have just come out with my 25. And then once I didn't hit it, I try and bluff my way to total. Like, that's been my strategy. And I've given up some decent hands, but no threes. I've never given up threes. I'll just accept on the second one and call it a day. But it's been roughing me up.
I think it depends on the situation, right? So if it's late in the game, it really depends, because it also, you don't know what the other person has. So I would bluff on the first one and hope that they counter at your 25 or your high number. You don't have a 25. So I don't know. Like, to me, I wouldn't play the epic, a low epic. I would not.
And
I don't want to play anything that can at least tie. Like, I hate the idea of having a TTT card. I hate it. I'll never do it unless the for some reason the booster cards that come out in this current format, I will never ever have a not 70 plus aside from the skeleton. It needs to either be 71 plus or have a 25 for me to play it. I just don't think it makes sense otherwise, and I'll never have a TTT card. I don't see why, like, even though it's a guarantee win, like on a TTT, like, I don't see how that's that great. Like, yes, the stars can align, and if it's a big tie bank, there's a situation where, of course, it's going to benefit you, but I think you got to go with the odds. Like, even the people who count cards in blackjack, they're going to lose a lot because you can't control the cards. So you can all you can do is put yourself in the position to have the best odds. That's why at the end of counting cards in blackjack, you end up, is because you're putting yourself in the position with the best odds. But you're going to lose a ton, even if you know that the odds for the dealer to bust is high. It doesn't mean they're always gonna. You're just playing the odds. And I just think that the odds of, you need to not only, it needs to come up when there's a big tie bank.
Yeah, and it's such a small window and low percentage, to your point.
Window.
The higher percentage is just getting a fucking rare whenever it's time. Whenever it's time.
As soon as I got a strategy, that was the strategy. And then I went out and I said, who has 71 rares? And I bought the moth, I bought the elf, I bought the ape. And I run all three of those.
Yeah.
I just sourced and got, and it should be tomorrow, a rare gorilla, because it's a low card.
Yeah.
So, like, but again, those low cards work against me sometimes.
Sure. Yeah, because you try and play them.
Because I have to, like, if it comes up at a bad time, but the odds are in my favor. And as long as the odds are in my favor, you're going to see me win more than I lose. And that's all. So. I'm not going to win. I can't go undefeated. No one will. Raul doesn't play that much. He won the tournament and then won against me. And I don't know if he's played out elsewhere. And he's already said, like, I'm going to see him in Texas. But he just graded a bunch of his playing cards.
Is he not playing?
Well, he said we've talked about maybe playing in Texas, but he just graded a bunch of his playing cards. He doesn't have a raw goat now. He should crack the 8.5 and play it.
Yeah.
Since he has enough of higher grades.
Got a few other.
But I'm sure he has other cards in there that again, I don't want the asterisk of, like, yeah, you beat me, Tom, but I have cards in this deck that I should grade, and I'm not going to because they're my playing. And I don't want to play with a graded deck because there's cards in here I don't want to grade. So I don't want a slab deck.
Yeah, I don't want a slab deck either. I like that you actually changed yours to the oversized ones because they're way easier to shuffle. So I'm going to transition over to these as well. I noticed that you did that also.
I've always had that. Yeah, that's.
It reminds
I don't even have top loaders. If you see anything in my collection in top loaders, I either bought it and it's in a top loader or it's from before because I'm like, I don't want to have top loaders and card savers when I submit to CGC in card savers. So I just exclusively go card savers. That's what gets shipped out to everyone, unless it's something I previously had in a top loader.
All right, so we're gonna do a little game here. This is just gonna be a little fun little game. I'm gonna pull up 2 cards. I have no idea what they are. I'm just kind of shuffling on the side here. You're just gonna tell me which one that you would rather have.
Okay.
You can say actually which one you would have in your collection versus which one you would play. Okay. So I'm just gonna go random. Hang on, let me stop sharing my screen.
Yeah. Well, I know you did want to talk about our thing, and we can if you want to show a clip of something specific, but
that we sort of did already. Anyhow, let me pin. See if that switches over. No, is that a gun? I want to pin for everyone. Yeah, spotlight for everyone. That's funny. Unpin. Why isn't this one going bigger? This is weird.
You're big on my screen.
All right, good. So here, these 2 cards, Sentimental Salamander and the Mindful Minakawa. Which one would you play? Which one would you rather have for the collection?
I mean, dude, why are you even asking? Was this a random poll?
Yeah, random poll.
Okay. Well, I don't see why anyone would play the Salamander. Nor do I see why anyone would collect a Salamander. I'm just kidding. I love that. Look how cute he is. Well, the Minakawa, because of that 24 spot. That's why. But also, I think a better game would be like putting up 2 different 67s. And it's like, well, the total's the same. Why would you go this over that?
Oh, okay.
Because I don't think anyone would pick the Salamander. No disrespect. I wouldn't play the Catfish either.
Okay. So we'll do this. I like that game. We're gonna make the jump.
But the answer is neither. I would play neither of them in my deck. That's the real answer.
Yeah, because this is a good one. I like this. Would you rather play the Willful Wizard or the Whimsical Wolf?
The Wolf, because it has a 24.
Has a 24. All right. So let's go with...
That's the only score. Again, I'm thinking of in terms of playing someone with an elite deck, right? If I'm thinking of, but even I think the strategy is the same. But like that 24 in a core only deck is going to get me a win sometimes, or at best a tie.
Would you rather play the Fearless Fairy or the Knowing Gnome?
Okay, so this is a great question, and the reason is because they have the same scores, but it's a matter of which do you want, a 24 in stamina or aura? And I think I want it in stamina.
Okay, so you're going to play Knowing Gnome.
I think I'm going to play the gnome, but I could change that with more research that I do plan to do about what cards have what and how many. The thought is there are more, like if one of those had a skill and the other one had aura or stamina, I'm going with the one that's non-skill. That's an easy question.
Yeah, I got a good
but
one.
I want to know how many I know some people know, like how many cards have a 25 in aura versus stamina. And then, but I more so with those 2, I want to know how many cards have a 24 in aura and how many have a 24 in stamina. And whatever has less, that's the one that I would choose.
Here you go. Just because you were hating on it earlier. Would you rather play?
I hate nothing and no one.
Vibe and Vampire.
Love it.
Or a rare eel?
That's, again, easy question, eel. Even if that was a core, I would choose the eel.
Okay. Even though, okay.
To 25, you can't.
But
it's a question of.
But if you're playing cores only, you got other scores in there that you can play with. Because you got the 24 in aura, but you also have 21 skill.
I want to win.
I want to win.
I can't lose in stamina. I can lose in all categories.
All right, here you go. The
Skeleton.
very rare skeleton.
Put it down, skeleton. Oh. If those were both rares, it would still be the skeleton.
Okay.
If it was both cores, it would still be the skeleton. I run a skeleton in my professional deck. So skeleton all day. But I think that it's my worst card.
Would you rather have the black cat or the goat?
No question, goat. It's got 25s in the rarest 25 categories.
You want to win with that card?
Yes. So like I'm gonna avoid playing skill at all costs. So if I'm attacking, I'm attacking one of my 25s, and if they rebound to the 24, I'm gonna deny and go to the other 25. If I'm defending and if I'm defending, I think that's a better attack card. Most cards we like defending, that's a better attack card. But if you're defending there, it's just as good, but I think it's the best attack card you can have.
So something else too, I don't know what you keep your cards in. You don't do top loaders, but I got this top loader, like little binder. It's not little by any means, but I can keep but I can keep them in the top loader, so I can put away my cards whenever I'm not playing and not have to worry about taking them out of top loaders and putting them in the sleeves and shit.
Here's all I do, right?
Shout out to AT for turning me on to this.
All right, so I have this that Dylan Ray made me, compassionate as fuck, right? And in here I have, and I still have these in there from the tournament and Comic-Con.
Yes.
But in this box, this is my playing box. I got my RD gaming cards, right?
Yep.
Shout out. But then he made it. I asked Dylan to make this for me, and they fit in perfectly in the card savers. And then they'll go in there. And so when I go to Texas, this is coming like this. It's in a protected box inside card savers. So that is
beautiful. So
okay. So Gail said the same number of cards with 25 in aura and stamina. But if the question on that one was the gnome and the what was the other one?
Gnome and wizard.
The gnome and wizard. How many in 24? Because if they're the same, then that doesn't change. That doesn't help sway the answer. Then it's how many. I thought stamina, or I thought one of them had like one more than the other. But how many have 24 in that? And so if you're asking me which one I want to go, I want a 24 in the least common 24, because then if I'm going to challenge.
Oh, this one doesn't break it down. I have a spreadsheet that has all the scores that we were using whenever. Yeah. Yeah, whenever we were doing the tournament with Tom, with the teams, there was one floating around that we were all sharing.
I even would then take it a step further to find out how many with 23, but I'm not going to ask for all that work. But 24s.
Dale's not doing anything. He's probably sick anyhow. Guy doesn't take steroids.
Yeah, but did you see him put those fuck glasses on? He was rocking those.
He said, "Shut up."
I need a Beeple bottle, by the way. I'm the on-stream drinker. I need a Beeple bottle.
What are we thinking about the gift goat necklace and the heart trooper art staff.
I think okay. Okay.
Yeah, tell me.
I really like the goat pendant.
Same.
I'm not a big fan of the Heart Trooper one. If I had a goat, I would choose the goat pendant, and I'll probably never. Now, having said that, the Heart Trooper pendant is going to be more rare, but I don't particularly like it.
Yeah.
But the deep breath was because of the goat community, and I've said it. I don't want to keep getting into it because I'm not looking for even more enemies than I already have. Because everyone loves to shit on me, even though I think I'm a pretty outspoken, positive person. I know I talk shit in a funny manner to you when we're leading up to a battle, but I don't know why I'm always the underdog and enemy. I like underdog. I don't like being the enemy, but I've shared my thoughts privately and sometimes publicly about the reactions to the goat. I don't think they're not warranted on this one, but I really like the goat pendant. I think it's really good looking. I don't get I just don't love lab produced diamonds versus real. Like, I don't give a shit. I'm not looking at this and going, I'm going to propose to my girlfriend with it. Like, to me, it's all about the look. Like, I don't care. I want, what's it look like? So I get like $1,750 for this. Personally, I wouldn't. Everyone who had said, does anybody want this? Reach out to me. I've reached out to every single person who has publicly offered because I want the goat pendant. You know why? Because I want to put it on a chain and I want to rock that shit on street.
Same.
I want to I don't want an expensive real blood diamond fucking gift goat that's worth $5,000 because I don't like expensive things because I ruin everything. So I've reached out and people have said, I have an offer of $750. I go, cool, I'm way out. I don't value that high. I don't want one that much. So $1,750 is something I would never pay for that. I can think of 1,000 things
Dale says
that I would rather have for $1,750, including cash. So to me, I don't think they sell a single one at $1,750. Not a single one will be sold at $1,750. And that's just a number that was plucked. It's not its real value because the value of the stones doesn't come close to that. And I'm not a jewelry guy, right? I used to be, but I'm not anymore. So I don't care whether it's lab, blood diamonds, regular source diamonds. I don't give a shit. I'm just going to keep ranting. You asked me a question that I have opinions on.
I know.
So
Look at the nail in the chat. Please keep going.
You can go take a shit and I'll still be talking by the time you come back. I don't care what kind of diamonds. The diamonds on it, if they were real and the value of the diamonds, according to De Beers, is worth more than 17. I don't care. I don't want it that much. I don't value that much. So to me, I don't I'm not who this target audience, but I like the goat. I look at it and I like it. How much do I like it? A couple $100, a $300 in trade of cards or $200 in cash. That's what it's worth to me. Now, but I also don't buy anything that I don't think, well, in a pinch, I can sell it for what I paid for it or more. That's how I base every decision of what I purchase on. If I can one day sell it for what I paid for it or a small marginal loss, that's when I'll make the decision to buy something with cash. That to me is a $200 to $300. This is my personal value. I'm not putting a price tag on it. I'm not saying, fuck it, it's not nice enough to be worth. I'm not saying that. I would pay $50 for the Heart Trooper. I would pay $200 for the goat, or I would do $100 in trade or $300. That's my personal. So if someone came to me and was like, trade me a rare Persian cat and you can have my goat pendant, I'll do that. For the Heart Trooper one, I would not do that. That's my personal opinion. I like the goat. I don't like the outline. I don't like that it's the original. I would have rather 10 other things than the Heart Trooper staff. I think they should have went with the Series 2. Why do I want it? The original, I get that Series 1. They went with the Series 2 GOAT, but the Series 1 Heart Trooper staff, I don't like that there's, the outline around the heart like is thicker in places where it's not in the other. It's just not for me. I think the Kind Warrior sword would have been a way cooler pendant to have. But I really like the GOAT. I think they crushed it on the GOAT. I think it's way overpriced, but it's not, they shouldn't sell it for the value of what the diamonds are cost or the silver is cost. There's an extra value in that it's got to be made. There's hours and all of that production. And then there's the collectability, and the brand of VFriends is worth more. I don't buy Jordans because they're a shoe to me. I know people collect them. They're a shoe. I can go to Rack Room Shoes and buy one, get one 50% off and get Nikes there, or just get ones that I actually like there. I don't value shoes. I don't value clothes. I'm not a flexer of items. So it's just not, I'm not the target audience. And that's why I don't have a gift code. Now the Beeple bottle, everyone shit on it. I love it. I love the Beeple bottle. And I said it from the get. A fucking milk bottle? I mean, just whatever, dude. Like, it's Beeple, first off, so it's going to have value. I think it's cool. It's engraved. The fucking COA being stained glass or whatever is fucking awesome. People putting liquor in it, that's my gift. The chair made sense. That's a gift for me. I needed a chair. I break chairs. Like, that's why it made sense for me to have it. It's the only GOAT thing. The Johnny Walker Blue. I love the Johnny Walker Blue. I wanted it. Still don't have one.
Goat chair, baby. Let's go.
Goat gang. So I'm not every eruption is for everyone. So the bitching that goes on between the free gifts, the amount of bitching about free gifts. Well, I paid for those gifts. I've shared my opinion.
Yeah.
No, yes, you bought, but you have an asset in the NFT that is valuable.
For sure.
The person who bought $150,000 gift code, I feel for you, man. But you made that decision. I get it's still undervalued. I get that the words are there. I understand that, right? I get it. It's the best NFT. I get that, and I can get with that. But that's not what we're talking about. We're talking about the gifts. They're free gifts.
AT says, say free gifts again.
What's that? Where is he saying that?
He's on YouTube.
Oh, okay. I can't see that because I don't have 3 fucking screens up. What did he say?
He said, say free gifts again.
Free. Let me say it louder for the people on YouTube, Twitter, X, all of it. They're free gifts. I get that you paid, but you paid for an asset that holds value. If you were like, give me 5 ETH, and you get 13 gifts, but no NFT, then you paid for the gifts. You paid 5 ETH at the floor. I get that that's the floor. Some people bought it for way high. You bought the asset, and that had value. You bought an asset at 5 to 15 ETH that at one point was worth over 50. You didn't sell. That's on you. The person who bought it at 50 ETH, that's on you. I feel for you, but you didn't sell. I had a $140,000 offer on my gold catfish.
I know.
I didn't sell. That's on me. Now it's worth 5. It's on me. I don't blame anyone else for that. I don't blame Gary for pumping up for the Christie auction and then it falling off. I don't blame anyone else. So it's a free gift. You have an asset that's worth it, and you bought an asset and you get free gifts with it. Stop it. So also the eruptions. You don't have to burn 70 just because it was 70. Everyone, the market spoke. No one burned 70 book games for that, whatever that was. I don't follow because I don't even have 70.
That's
so I can
for a game.
It was for like a basketball game, right? And just don't do it. I don't understand why people were so offended by it. Sure, it wasn't for me. Someone couldn't give a fuck about VFriends cards, then don't burn in the eruption for VFriend card boxes. But that was a great deal.
Yeah. Now
that was my favorite eruption.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, I'm on a rant, but this is what I do, and this is,
Go for it.
You asked me a triggering question, you're getting my triggered answer. But
I like it.
I'll stand on it though. Like, guys, like everything doesn't have to be. There's 18 gifts guaranteed. I'll bet that there's going to be more. There's been meetups. There's the uncut Uno sheets that I think is awesome. That was not a part of the gifts. That was just given to the gift goats. Like, you've gotten stuff beyond it that it's like not everything has to land with everyone every time. Jesus Christ, I'm not a jewelry guy. So, but would I be mad about it? No, fucking sell it.
Yeah.
Or don't. I don't give it, but like a milk bottle. Ah, shut up.
From people though. Like, it's from people. It's got all the
I'd be
stuff.
more mad about Gary with big fucking 4 tits. That's what I would be more like. I'd be more like, what is this? What is this? Just give me a milk bottle.
Let me bring that up. People,
like, I'd be more like, this is the people art that I get. Like, I'm not an art guy, right? So it's not for me. People might love it. People's a funny motherfucker. I don't know his art from anything, right?
Yeah.
I don't know his art. I don't know why certain art is worth more than others. It's just not my game. So I'm not a fine art collector. I'm barely an NFT art collector. But looking at those two, you're supposed to look at art and it's supposed to make you feel. The left one looks fucking awesome. The right one, I would be like, I don't like, that's getting hidden in my wallet. I don't want to see that when I pull up my wallet. That's just my opinion. So, but am I going to be mad that that's what I get given? No.
Look at some of his shit though. It's so wild. Anyhow, yeah, that's.
But the interviews I've seen of people, he's fucking funny. He's fucking cool. I like him. I want to go to one of his parties with the messers. It looks fucking awesome.
So but you're saying
I'm not his audience for his art.
Look at that. I think that's so cool. Those are all the everydays, right?
What am I looking at?
Oh, sorry. Stop sharing. Share. I pulled up the milk bottle.
I like the milk bottle. So so the milk bottle, the reason I like it is I don't even know what's on the collage, right? I can't really see it. I've never looked at it.
They're all the everydays, just like his book. Here, hang on.
Right. So he does a piece of art every day, right? That's what that means. That's cool to me. Then the front where it says goat milk, people, I like it. I'm simple, right?
These are his everydays. Where are we at?
Right. He does a piece of art every day, right? I know that about him. I'm simple-minded and I like simple stuff, right? I like this. What's the issue?
It's clean, as they say. It's clean.
I want to put Basil Hayden in it and I want to pour it into a glass on every Twitch stream I do.
Wearing your gift goat necklace.
Wearing my gift goat necklace. I want to pour gift goat Johnny Walker Blue into a Beeple bottle, goat milk bottle, and then into guys, there's out of all that, like, I'm talking to someone about the bottle, right? Because I want one.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to pay fucking $600 for one. I don't want one that bad, but I want one, right? But I really like the Johnny Walker Blue collab. I think that's awesome. That's a good scotch. It's not my scotch. I don't ever buy it and I won't ever buy it because I don't think it's good enough for me to spend $100+ on or whatever it costs. But I want it because it's a cool part of VFriends that is, I bought the fucking Puffin skateboard because I love skateboarding, or did.
Name me another project too that has more awesome collaborations than VFriends does. Honestly, like impartial. Yes, we got bags. Yes, obviously, like look at all this shit around us. But if you look around at NFT projects that you're involved in outside of the Vaynerverse, we'll say, do you own anything in the NFT world? And if you do, what are you getting other than stickers, shirts, and hats?
The only other one, I don't know. I'm not a big NFT collector guy. Like I tried, and I'm one of the dumbasses that lost money on NFTs in 2021, where it was so easy to make money per everyone I've ever talked to. I lost money. I'm not that guy. Like I didn't have it. I felt like following Veefriends was a full-time job. So how the fuck am I supposed to follow all the other ones? Like I just, I had ETH dust, as they called it back then, after I bought some Veefriends that I spent on Yetis instead of Bored Apes.
Same.
How stupid am I? Right?
Same.
Right? So, but like it was easy to make money. Not for me. But again, I didn't put in the work. So it's on me. I don't blame a single person but myself. The fuck glasses, those, once I put them on, I go, I can turn this into something and make this into something. And so I did. I kind of like them. They're kind of cool. Do I wear them outside of the stream? Fuck no.
Right.
I really liked the skateboard. Then I was like, I want to try this out. And I bought this. It's the same collab. Do I like it? No. I don't. It doesn't fit me. And I don't have a big head. So I think this was a miss. Guess what? I'm not mad about it.
Yeah, I don't know what people want.
The gold fox statue. Sorry to cut you off. The gold fox statue. What? Why? What are you doing?
Bro, I just wanted to play this VCon Viper game real quick, but that sound, and there's no way to turn the sound off. Come on, Veefriends.
Am I boring you that much that you want to play Snake?
No, I got distracted as I do, as I'm scrolling down.
Well, and I rant. So, the gold fox statue is the only other like short run thing that I think I would like that I have not bought yet. And I wish I did.
Those are relatively, I mean, whenever you talk about
$100, $200. At one point I could have gotten one for like $200 and I didn't pull the trigger, and I should have. It's fine. I'm not mad at it because I don't want to get mad at things that are on me. Accountable and right up front.
Did you get the new shoes by chance? The new black and not the black ones, but the white and black and gray?
No, I didn't. And you know what? I like them the most.
Yeah.
But I have 5 pairs of the black ones, so I'm good with just that. Plus, you're generous. You were generous about to hook me up with a pair for me and my wife. I have extra ones, and I didn't want to spend more money. I'm not a shoe guy, right? So I liked the black ones way more than the white ones.
Yeah.
I don't like the white person. Let me be very clear. They're not for me. I'm not the audience. I don't like all white shoes. I ruin anything and everything. I'm the guy that buys a new shirt and the first meal spills on it. Like, I don't own nice shit.
Bro, my legit llama shoes are still nice. Believe it or not. I bought 2 pair just because I do the same thing, but they're actually still nice.
You mean?
Legit. Yeah, aspiring alpaca, not legit llama. Aspiring alpaca. I got the fucking sticker right in front of me. Yeah,
no, I won't wear them.
And I still have, I got another pair sitting around here somewhere.
I don't not wear them because I think I'm going to ruin them only. I also don't really like all white shoes. I'm not the audience for it. I know it has some green in there. It's not, I wear black t-shirts every single day. By choice. I'm wearing this Italian Stallion shirt is as like off path as I get. Like, I wear black t-shirts, I like jeans, and I like black sneakers. That's all I wear. So I'm not a clothes guy. I'm not the target audience. I bought the shoes for the sticker. That's it. And then I have 1 pair of white shoes that I don't care about and I would sell and not regret it. The black shoes I liked way more. It's more my style, but I really do like the black and white. I think it's the best one. but I did not buy it because whatever. Because I already went harder into the black ones.
Dude, I'll tell you what, the new Veefriends website goes hard. I really do enjoy it.
It's great. It's great.
It's so interactive. It's bright. It's colorful.
Yep.
It integrates socials in here.
They're really doing a great job.
Mm-hmm.
I love that die fly spec, the lava one.
This one here.
Yeah, I really like it. I liked AT's gold one. I don't think he has anymore. All right. I'm sorry if I took us off track from the actual point of this, which was the gameplay. You said you wanted to go through my deck. Do you still want me to do that? Do you want to watch any more games and me break down why I did things when I did it?
No, I think the next time that we do this, I'd like to have some pulled up ready to go, so I'm not searching all over the place. That was a little bit annoying, so apologies for that. I want to have those ready and prepared for next time, and then that way we can bust through a bunch of them.
If you want to like not post this and then us do a second part, and then you can cut both of them together, like just let me know. I know I went on a tangent there, and
I asked you about the GOAT. I asked you about just the collectible side, because not only is it gameplay here, but we do talk about collectibles. We do the market reports. So we're kind of all over the place in the ecosystem.
I'm a big fan of listening to every episode, so I'm aware, and I just think not everything is for everyone, and
absolutely not. That's why Series 1 cards, I don't get it. I don't understand it. I don't understand why you guys spend so much on them. I love them. I love them. And you fucking kill with them. I mean, you guys, a Series 1 box break is like the Super Bowl all the time. And I'd rather watch 20 CNC boxes get broke than one Series 1 box. That's just me.
1,100, but luckily that person got the spec Dale. It wasn't that great of one, but it's luckily that person got it. But it is what it is. I mean, I get a lot of DMs or comments about how it doesn't make sense for the price to be $650. Honestly, I wouldn't have gone to $650, but that's what the last few boxes have done. That's why we're offering coupons, because I think $650 is high because it's inflated beyond what the cards are worth. It's always been, though, 1 to potentially 2 people are going to make their money back, and 1 might make money. The person who gets the spec most likely made money. The person who, if there's 2, then great. If there's an epic in there, it still depends on what epic, if you're going to make your money back at $650. The whole thing, though, in collectibles is the treasure hunt. They want the winning lottery ticket. They want the soggy. If that soggy box was spots, and the person who drew spot number 7 and pulled the black cat and gets a $20,000 card on a $650, that's the moment everyone's living for. Now, we didn't do spots, but even the person after that got the Kind Warrior auto at a 9 is a $3,000+ card probably. That is still a winning lottery ticket. 70% of people in a Series 1 box break is going to lose. It's not you can't look at it. That's not why people are buying in and spending $650. It's gambling. Some people are gamblers. Some people are not. I am one, but I can't buy into my own box. So I don't get to do it. I have my one personal box. That's my gamble. I'll open that at some point. I will never sell spots to it unless I become financially whatever and I still happen to have it. I'm going to open that box for my personal collection, and that's a gamble, right? I could sell it for $6,500. I paid $2,350 for it. At that point, I'm essentially risking over $4,000. Kind of crazy. I have to pull something big, but also on my end, I spent $2,350, and no matter what, even if I pull a mid box, I could probably get that money back of what I spent. So to me, the gamble is if I can't, just like what I said about the GOAT stuff, I don't buy anything unless I think I can at least make my money back. I'm at a point where I think I can at least make my money back, so I'll take the gamble. than the guaranteed $3,000. Because I want the treasure hunt. I want the treasure hunt. I want the fucking auto black hat. I want the gift goat gun medal. I want the Red Devil sketch. I want to risk it for that. There's still 4 specs and 1 auto black hat out there. I have one in my box. I believe that, and that's what I'm going to do. I've never seen this recently listed, recently sold spot. That's phenomenal.
Yeah, he plugs this all the time on his channel. We'll share this tab instead. You can start bidding on one of those bottles. I just texted my one friend, he's a goat, for you to see if he's selling his bottle and what he's selling it for.
I mean, listen, I also don't, I'm not patient on many things. I'm patient when it comes to buying shit. The Beeple bottles that people get for free, they're at their height right now. They're not going up in value. They're going to go down in value only. The only time that things go up in value is when it gets sold out, and then the demand exceeds it.
Mm-hmm.
That's why, like, no one's looking for the gold fox statue. So I'll get one eventually. I bought the fuck glasses for $100. Now I'm selling them for that because I got it. I did a deal with the manufacturer. So I'm able to pass on the savings, but they sold for $150 at retail. I'm undercutting. If you went to the distributor or the store directly, I'm undercutting them. But they sold it to me at a bulk rate. So I can sell at a small margin because I think that people were asking me for them. So cool.
Yeah, I thought it was wild
when they were at an all-time low. No one wanted them.
Yeah, you were you had a lot of different collectibles on the storefront. I thought that was pretty cool.
Yeah, go ahead.
No, I was just saying you could put a bunch of stuff up there. I thought it was they weren't just cards then.
Right. So at one point, when we developed the website, we were like, we're going to be a marketplace to buy stuff. No one bought anything. And I feel like we were pricing them okay. Some of them were overpriced. That's fine. Happy to bring it back. But to be honest, like, people aren't going to our website to buy cards individually. They come to our show and buy things at auction, sure. But then the glasses was something I didn't plan on doing. I bought it. Scuba Steve let me wear them in Times Square. You were there live. And I went, these are fire. These glasses fuck. And look what that turned into, right? I bought one myself because of that interaction. That's why I'll always give Scuba Steve, as much as I don't want to, I'll give him his props. He introduced me to them. I saw them when they were announced and I went, I'm not buying those, right? That's cheaper than we're selling them for, but it's on an auction because no one's looking for these guys. So, like, that's what I wanted to do. I didn't even know those bucket hats existed. I knew about the skateboard, but I'm like, if these are cool and I like them, I bought that one off eBay, spent my own money, and I put it on and I go, I hate this. It doesn't fit. It's not comfortable. I don't like the way it looks. I put it in a couple videos. But I bought one with the thought of, and I already had a deal lined up. If I liked it and I could do what I did with the glasses, I would sell them. I hate them and I haven't pushed it since. The pigeon hat, it's my favorite hat.
Yeah. Well, we went through a situation in New York, and I understand why the pigeon hat is your favorite hat and why I don't like it. It fits your head perfect.
Correct.
And it's too short for my head. It's just like the Bart Bridge hats. It's just too short. It's too the actual hat itself is too
from top to bottom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Too short.
You have a tall head. I don't. So this hat is my favorite hat in the Veefriends world. I like it more than all the Bart Bridge. Not aesthetically. I like the patches on the Bart Bridge. But this is as soon as I bought this, and I bought 5 of them, cut a deal with someone on eBay, got 5 of them, and I still have 2 that are sealed. But I put one on just to like see, and so that I like to know if I like something before I don't sell something that I don't like. I love it. I haven't worn another hat since. It's my favorite fitting hat. And I always wore trucker hats. It's what it became known for.
Yep.
I wear this every single stream. It is the most comfortable. Every other hat, if I put a Bartbridge hat on, when I go at the end of the night, I take this off. I have a big fucking mark here. And if it's too loose, I have big ears, like they flail out. I don't like that either. So this hat fits me absolutely perfect. I almost hope someone doesn't, like we sold 2 of the pigeon hats and I have 2 more. I almost hope no one buys the other 2 so that when this one, if I sweat in it, it starts stinking, whatever, I can just open up the other one.
Yeah, you got a new one.
Yeah.
All right, Tom, I'm going to chop it up right here. We're going to go for another one, round 2, but this was awesome. Thank you again for coming on. Your streak will end at some point here soon, I assume.
Well, thanks. I hope you, I appreciate you hoping for that.
I assume that it happened down in Texas because somebody down there is just gonna be ready for you.
Well, so again, like I won the Comic-Con one, but I don't attribute that to, I think there's more luck involved in a bracketed tournament where there's 1 game elimination. I think the best of 7 shows more skill and strategy. So I'm not going to that tournament being like, I'm on a streak, I'm good at this game, I'm better. Like my cards could line up shit against good, and it doesn't have anything to do with skill or strategy. So like, I'm not going in there being like, the odds are I'll probably lose because there's 1 game elimination.
Is that what you're doing? 1 game eliminations down there?
It's Courage's show. I don't know. He's planning everything, knowing what he likes. It's going to be the 4 again, which is a different game. But that's what Comic-Con was, and I won. If I know Dale's going, if Dale's gonna, Dale and Josh, they're buds. If they're planning it together and you have to introduce, Dale's bringing some of the booster cards, I'm fucked.
I didn't even know that.
Because my deck's not built for that.
Right.
My deck's built for straight up gameplay. It can hang in 4-way, but you introduce the RD gaming cards, I don't have the deck for it. I don't think.
Yeah.
I haven't played enough. I played twice. So I'll let you go. I have something at noon that I have to prepare for anyway. But no plans for that? All right. Because I thought I saw you say, Dale, that you better bring your RD gaming cards, but I didn't know if you were going to bring some for that. But thank you, Ron.
Yeah, thank you. And thank you everybody who showed up in the live stream too. We've always had we've always had somebody here in the chat, somebody here watching. So thank you for that. For those of you who shared it, if you're not already, To the Moon, what the fuck are you doing listening to my stuff? Go check them out too. There's so many things going on. Fanatics Live, To the Moon, Courage Show, the guys down in Texas doing things. Rarity Dale's got things going on. We got Veefriends minis all over the place. We got a bunch of Veefriends vendors running around, the collectibles, the Burn Island. I mean, there's just so many things to keep up with. So check us back here. We'll be back with another guest breaking down cards. We'll do some gameplay, and we'll introduce the market report back. And if you want to see anything else that we're just not doing, tell me. We'll put it on. All right, guys. Until next time, keep building those decks. Stay strong. Later. All right, homies. You guys are gone. I'm going to talk to Tom for a second.